is 7 waste. 7 waste. Tai Chi Ono's 7 waste. See, unnecessary transportation is a waste. For example, this training program, all of you are from different cities, am I right? And
Yes,
none of us moved from our native city or native place. Maybe you are at your office, you are at your house. Still the training is going on. Do you understand? We have eliminated one waste. What is that waste? Unnecessary transportation.
movement.
If you are committed to learning, and I am committed to training, teaching, training will go on fantastically. We no need to move from our place. Am I right? Same way, you can eliminate all the unnecessary transportation. If your layout is bad, you have to transport your items heavily. Maybe by a truck or a mini truck, you will be moving the finished product from your workplace to warehouse, warehouse to distributor, distributor to retailer, retailer to end user. So many movement will happen. These are all Lean will call it as waste. Why it is calling as waste? Because the transportation is unnecessary. What you need to do is produce and give it to the customer. Clear? And if you make your layout in a simple way, that you produce and then immediately hand out to the customer, all the unnecessary transportation will be eliminated. And also the movement is, the route is always short if it is a straight line. Am I right? If you connect 2 points, the straight line is the shortest route. Am I right or not?
Yes.
If you move it in a zigzag manner, automatically transportation will incur. Automatically transportation will incur. So when you are creating a layout in your organization, make sure you transport the material in a minimum way. Your warehouse should be closer to your manufacturing facility. If your warehouse is closer to the manufacturing facility, can you understand you are saving a lot in transportation? If you don't do it for some reason, you are manufacturing in Chennai, your warehouse in Delhi. Now unnecessary transportation. Who is going to pay for everything? Your customer, isn't it? So likewise, 7 types of waste exist. Transportation is a waste, inventory is a waste, motion is a waste, waiting is a waste, overproduction is a waste, over processing is a waste, producing defects is a waste. How many waste? 7 waste. You can remember all the 7 using a single word, Tim Wood, where T stands for transportation, I stands for inventory, M stands for motion, W stands for waiting, O stands for overproduction, another O stands for overprocessing, D stands for defects. What is the word I am giving you?
Tim Wood.
Tim Wood, write it down. So all the 7 waste wherever exist, eliminate it, you will become a lean practitioner. Right?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, please.
Sir, I have read somewhere there are 8 types of waste. Skill is also included.
8th waste is underutilized skills, underutilized talent, underutilized resource is the 8th waste. All of you are attending the Yellow Belt training program. Are you going to share the knowledge with your colleagues after the training?
Yes.
Will you share?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a mechanism in your company? Anybody attends the training, he should come back and share the knowledge. If that is not happening, 8th waste will happen. Underutilized talent, underutilized skill. You have improved your skill, but your company is not tapping it. Some of you may conduct, may be capable of training others, but your organization is not tapping it. That is the 8th form of waste. But
Sir, it can be called downtime, no? The 8th form of waste.
It can be called what?
Downtime.
Downtime. Yes. When you see any acronym you can use. I gave you Tim Wood. You can use downtime also. Where D is defect, isn't it? O is overproduction. W is waiting. So same way. So you can call it anyway. But one what I suggested is downtime. And now 5S is a lean tool. Workplace organization, right? Organizing your workplace in a neat, clean manner, easy to work manner. Implementing 5S automatically will implement, will eliminate all the 7 waste. What is Kaizen? Small improvement. What is Kaizen? Small improvement. It's a Japanese word, meaning for continuous improvement, right? Involve everybody in continuous improvement activities. SMED. What is SMED? Single minute exchange of dice. How quickly you can change over from one product to another product, from one operation to another operation, from one activity to another activity. Imagine you are running a restaurant. You are running a restaurant. In the morning, what will you produce? You'll produce breakfast, right? Idli, dosa, sambar, chutney. All these things your hotel will produce in the morning. Up to 11 o'clock, breakfast is available. But from 12 o'clock onwards, your hotel will offer lunch. Now, what is the changeover time? 11 p.m. to, 11 a.m. to 12 noon. What is the changeover time your hotel consumed?
1 hour.
Within 1 hour, you started, you stopped producing breakfast and you started producing and offering lunch. If the changeover time is 1 hour, you can do business during lunch hour. If the changeover time is 6 hours, will you be able to do business in the lunch time?
No.
When your changeover time is 6 hours, by the time you prepare the lunch, the time will be 6 p.m. Now people will ask for the dinner. All the lunch you produced, you have to pour it outside. That means you will lose your business if your changeover time is higher. That is why, lean focus on reducing the setup time. Don't do a lot of setup. If you do a lot of setup, if you take a lot of time to set up your machine, by the time you produce, customer will ask something else. So better keep your setup time lower. For that, lean gives you a tool called SMED, single minute exchange of die. Nothing but it is saying that you reduce your setup time, reduce your changeover time. Now another tool called Kanban. What is Kanban? A trigger is required to produce a part. If you ask me a question, I will give you an answer. When will I give the next answer? When you ask me the next question, I will give the second answer. Isn't it?
Yes.
This is called Kanban. Only when a signal is triggered, your company will produce product. No signal, no production. Is it good? Definitely good, because you have to produce according to the demand only. Initially, demand will come from customer, and your company now receives the demand. And now internally, your assembly shop will create a demand, and now your shop floor will produce. Your shop floor will produce only when the assembly fellow has a demand, isn't it? If
Yes.
the assembly department doesn't have a demand, they have to assemble the already produced product. Now, why do you produce? Because even if you produce, they are not going to assemble it. So a trigger is required. Trigger can be a bin, or trigger can be a card, trigger can be a light, trigger can be any signal. If you find it difficult to understand, imagine a coffee vending machine. All of you know coffee vending machine, right? You put a 10 rupee coin, what will happen? That will offer you a coffee. Now, when it will give the next coffee? If you put another 10 rupee coin, am I right?
Yes.
If you don't put the next 10 rupee coin, it will not offer you the coffee. But milk and everything will be ready. Isn't it? Everything is ready. But if you put a 10 rupee coin, the finished product comes. Can you make your company function in that manner? That is a healthy scenario, Everything, in a ready to prepare condition, but you don't prepare the finished product. Only the moment the customer makes a payment, he deposits 10 lakhs. Now you are supplying the finished product. This is how you need to run your company. What is the technique? Kanban. That technique is called Kanban. Lot of synchronization is important. Customer will place an order, and then, in several places, demand will raise within your company. Wherever demand raises, the process will happen. And now customer will be issued the final product. And such a mechanism is called Kanban. Kanban will reduce, all the waste. So, and cycle time will come down drastically. Value stream mapping, an extended version of your flowchart. Extended version of your flowchart. A value stream map will give you the clear picture of your process. Will process flow you understand? The value stream map will give a clear picture of the material flow, and value stream map will give the clear picture of the information flow. How the process is flowing, how the material is flowing, how the information is flowing, whether information is flowing electronically or physically, everything, is captured and represented in a single diagram. That diagram is called value stream map. Only when you create such a diagram and keep it on the table, you will correctly understand what is happening in your company, right? And so improvement ideas will automatically come out. TPM, total productive maintenance, using maintenance as a tool towards quality. TPM means total productive maintenance, using maintenance as a tool towards quality. Keep your equipment, everything always in a productive condition. That is, that idea is called TPM. That is also a part of the lean tool. And then 3M. The focus of lean is on eliminating 3M. First M is Muda. Muda means eliminating waste. Anything your customer doesn't want, you must eliminate. For example, do you think the customer wants a defective product? No customer wants defective product. So why do you produce defective product? Eliminate it. And another M is Mura and Muri. Mura and Muri stands for overloading the resource and loading the resources in an imbalanced way. Imagine you have 3 machines. You have how many machines? 3 machines.
3.
Customer wants 300 unit. Now, how will you load the machine? Can somebody explain? All 3 machines are same. Customer wants 300 units. Now you have 3 machines which can produce your the product. Now, how will you load the machine? Will you load 100 each, or will you load?
Each.
You can load 100 each, or you can load 200 in one machine, 50 in another machine, another 50 in another machine. Which is better?
100 each. 100 each.
All
100 each. Why do you want 100 each? Why not? No, why not 200 in one machine, 50 in another machine, and another 50 in another machine? What will happen? What is the consequence?
all 3 machines will machine parallelly.
When you load equally,
Load
you
equal
will
common
produce
load.
faster. When you load equally, you will produce faster. That is why you are doing line balancing. All of you are with me on this? That is
Yes.
why you are doing a line balancing. When you
Yes.
balance the line, your cycle time will come down. When your cycle time comes down, you will produce faster. Your lead time will come down, right? And also, overloading is also not good. What is overloading? For example, you have a crane. The capacity is 1 ton. But somebody in your company uses the crane for lifting 1.5 ton load. Is it good?
No.
1 ton is the capacity, but you are overloading the crane. You are using it to lift 1.5 ton. What will happen? The chain may cut, and then the load,
It was
the crane,
accident.
yeah, it will lead to accidents. So overloading is also not good. Whether it is a people or a machine or anything, don't overload it. If you overload it, that would lead to failures. So overloading and imbalanced loading, and then wasteful activities. These 3, if you need to eliminate, that is called what? 3M. This is how lean is helping you to improve your result. Any machine when you buy, they will tell you do's and do nots. You buy a refrigerator, the refrigerator will have a guideline. Do's and do nots. Can you run the refrigerator keeping the door open?
No.
No, sir.
So the do nots are nothing but the lean. The do's are nothing but the Six Sigma. When you follow the do, your result will improve. When you follow the do nots, that will help you improve the result. Am I right?
Yes.
So lean and Six Sigma goes hand in hand. Lean will leverage the Six Sigma result. Six Sigma will leverage the lean result. And that is why lean and Six Sigma are integrated. Their approach is called Lean Six Sigma. The focus of Six Sigma is reducing defects by reducing variation. The focus of Lean is reducing lead time by eliminating wasteful activities. If you don't do any wasteful activity, lead time will automatically come down. So when I combine Lean and Six Sigma, I produce quality products, I produce faster. Clear? At the same